Welcome, students. Today we'll explore the Civil War and Reconstruction, a journey through change. This was America's most difficult time. First, a nation divided by war, then a nation struggling to rebuild. Now, students, notice this. This period reshaped the country forever. Chapter 1: The Road to War. Slavery and states' rights caused bitter conflict between North and South. When Abraham Lincoln was elected in 1860 without a single Southern vote, many feared slavery would end. 11 Southern states left the Union to form the Confederacy. This is an important point. The nation had split into two. The Civil War began in 1861 at Fort Sumter. Confederate forces fired on the Union fort in South Carolina. After 34 hours, the Union surrendered and the war officially started. The Union fought to preserve the United States, but Confederacy fought for independence and states' rights. Now, students, notice this. Abraham Lincoln led the Union, while Jefferson Davis led the Confederacy. Major battles and turning points changed the course of the war. The Battle of Gettysburg in 1863 was the bloodiest and marked a turning point, stopping the Confederacy from invading the North. Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation freed enslaved people in rebel states, turning the war into a fight against slavery. Nearly 200,000 African Americans joined Union forces, showing bravery and a deep commitment to freedom. This is an important point. The war was no longer just about unity, but also about ending slavery. Life during the war was very hard. Soldiers faced disease, poor food, and harsh combat. More men died from illness than battle wounds. Women stepped up, like Clara Barton, who became a famous nurse. Women also ran farms and businesses. The South suffered shortages and high prices, while Northern industry grew. Now, students, notice this. The war changed daily life for everyone, not just soldiers. In 1865, the war ended. General Robert E. Lee surrendered to Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse. Just 5 days later, President Lincoln was assassinated at Ford's Theater. The Union was saved, but more than 600,000 Americans had died. This is an important point. Ending the war was only the beginning. Rebuilding had to come next. Chapter 2: Reconstruction begins. The South was in ruins, its cities, farms, and railroads destroyed. The 13th Amendment, passed in 1865, abolished slavery across the United States. The Freedmen's Bureau was created to provide food, housing, medical care, and education for freed slaves and poor whites. Now, students, notice this. Freedom was real, but rebuilding society was a huge challenge. Reconstruction brought political battles. President Andrew Johnson wanted to reunite the country quickly with easy terms for the South. But radical Republicans in Congress wanted stricter rules and full rights for freedmen. This fight led to Johnson's impeachment trial. This is an important point. Congress, not the president, took control of Reconstruction. Reconstruction brought new constitutional changes. The 13th Amendment ended slavery. The 14th Amendment gave citizenship and equal protection under the law. The 15th Amendment protected voting rights regardless of race. Now, students, notice this. These amendments reshaped American democracy and inspired future civil rights movements. But there was resistance in the South. Black codes limited African Americans' rights to work, travel, and own property. The Ku Klux Klan used violence and terror to stop black people from voting. Sharecropping trapped many freedmen in debt to landowners. This is an important point. Freedom was real, but equality was still denied. Despite challenges, African Americans made progress. Over 1,500 held public office during Reconstruction. In 1870, Hiram Revels became the first black U.S. Senator. Federal troops in the South helped protect voting rights. Now, students, notice this. African Americans showed courage by stepping into politics and building stronger communities. Reconstruction ended in 1877. The Compromise of 1877 removed federal troops from the South. Southern Democrats regained power and rolled back civil rights. The Jim Crow era began, bringing legal segregation and voter suppression. This is an important point. Progress was lost, and racial inequality would last for decades. How did the Civil War and Reconstruction change America? Slavery was abolished, and 4 million people were free. Federal power grew stronger than state power. The fight for racial justice became central in American society. The North's economy expanded, setting the stage for America to become a modern industrial nation. Now, students, notice this. America was forever changed. What can we learn from this period? Change is always difficult, but necessary. Rights and equality matter, and the fight for them continues today. History shapes the present, teaching us to see patterns in politics and society. This is an important point. Progress takes time and needs people working together. Your turn, students. Imagine sending a care package to a Civil War soldier. What items would bring comfort? Think about life as a newly freed person. What hopes and fears would you carry? And ask yourself, what small actions can you take today to make your community better? Now, students, notice this. History isn't just about the past. It's about how we shape the future together.